If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 73 of the Chelsea Career Mode here on FIFA 15. We start with the first game and only game of today's episode as we head towards the January transfer window. We have a game against Aston Villa at home. Obviously yesterday's episode was slightly shorter. There were a few complaints in the comment section, although I did explain in the video why it was a little bit shorter. So do bear in mind that if you have a certain problem with a video, to listen to all of the commentary, because I probably explain why the video is a certain way in the commentary before you go and rant at me in the comment section. But today we've got the one game and then we'll be into a transfer targets video for tomorrow's episode. But this is actually a very entertaining game against Aston Villa. They're starting with a 4-1-2-1-2, very narrow formation, but they started off coming out wide with Charles Nzogbia. Obviously, stereotypically, he is actually a wide player, although he has been moved to a cam the past couple of years on FIFA, but he was at Wigan and at Newcastle used as a wide left midfielder. And Courtois with a really dodgy initial save and then a ridiculously good reaction save just there to get that one away and out for a corner. I've no idea how he managed to keep that one out, but he did so, and I was pleased because unfortunately, again, ridiculous mistake. I don't know what Cesc Fabregas was doing there. He took the first touch and then tried to do the splits, apparently, and just gave the ball straight to Ben Yedder, who obliged him putting it into the back of the net. Mistake from Courtois with the initial shot from the first highlight, and he made up for it with a good reaction save. But what's Fabregas here? Takes a touch, and then, I'm going to try and, I don't know, do the splits, reach 10 yards past the ball. No idea what happened there, and we found ourselves with a 1-0 deficit. Really, really annoyed at Cesc Fabregas, and this could be his last game for the club as well, considering we are thinking about moving, well, I am definitely going to move him on in the January transfer window, so we're not sure whether he'll go immediately at the beginning of the window or whether it'll be towards the end. But Oscar brings us back level there. Really nice bit of footwork from him after some good work down the right-hand side by Ian Robin. Then Sergio Ramos nicks it off them in the midfield, going to try and break on them towards the end of towards the very end of the half, but Braguzan is on point with a lovely save, really strong arm to bat that away for a corner. So into the second half we go. The scoreline's still level. Charles Nzogbia still playing in that cam role here for Villa rather than out wide, and Nzogbia cuts inside nicely here. Good save by Courtois, although perhaps slightly lucky with how it went underneath him and came back off his arm and went out rather than towards the goal. So I made a change on the hour mark, bringing on the fresh legs and pace of Ramirez to replace the tiring Fabregas, and straight from the throw-in that came after that substitution, he was directly involved, having this shot from the edge of the box, but unfortunately all of the pace was taken out of that effort. But he made an instant impact, so I thought, well, if he's been able to make an instant impact, maybe two more people might be able to as well. Ross Barkley has been fantastic for us off the bench so far in this third season, and actually in the entire series since we bought him back in like November last year when we were doing this series first time round. He's been fantastic for us off the bench, and again, it's straight from making the substitution. Griezmann plays it into Barkley, who pings it all the way out wide here to Ian Robin with his 5-star weak foot. Lovely pass. Robin cuts inside, squares it off to Costa. Good first touch to get it out of his feet, and into the back of the net it goes. Another instant impact from both substitutes. Griezmann received the throw, passed it to Barkley. He smashes it out wide to Robin, plays it inside to Costa. Goal. Fantastic. Instant impact from the substitutes off the bench. Couldn't have asked for more. A bit of tactical genius from me perhaps, or maybe I was just a little bit lucky with the fact that they were involved immediately and they just happened to be the people on the end of the passes. But a good shot by Costa, bending it around the defender in front of him. If he'd have tried to drill it low, I think he would have just smashed it straight into the legs of the defender trying to make the block. But luckily for me, he bent it around him, and that was able to make it 2-1 to us. Really nice football here by Aston Villa though. I'm sure you can appreciate how good this move has been for them so far. The header at the back post isn't the best though. We try and get it clear, but Ali Sissoko steals it off me again. Going to work it back into the box. Carlos Sanchez with the shot, and I do not know what Thibaut Courtois is doing there. You'll see from the replay, a ridiculous attempted save. Yes, it took a slight deflection, but he's got plenty of time to react to this, and it's headed straight at him, and he just does that. I cannot begin to explain why he's done that. And then the ball is behind him and already past him, and then he decides to just scoop at mid-air whilst the ball is already over the line. What even is that? It's ridiculous goalkeeping. We have to hope that goalkeepers are better in FIFA 16. That cost us a victory here at home against Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge. I was fuming that we hadn't been able to get victory there. Their first goal came in slightly fortuitous circumstances with Cesc Fabregas's mistake, and then Courtois makes a mistake as well to cause us to concede a second. Absolutely livid. We deserved 3 points from that game, but a squad report, of course. We said we'd delay it from yesterday to today because obviously we only had the one game today. So if there's anybody you want to have a closer look at, then feel free to pause the video. A couple of really nicely rated players now. Ian Robins still 92 rated, valued at 52 million. I'm trying to get Eden Hazard up to 90 if I possibly can before the end of this season. Diego Costa is still playing well and scoring well, as is Robert Lewandowski. They're rotating well. Both players are scoring goals when they're involved. Antoine Griezmann has gone up too since we brought him in, which is fantastic. Otamendi not featured too much so far, but will feature heavily, of course, when we get back to European fixtures in the new year. And when we get into February, when the knockout rounds start up again. Ashley Posser, our scout future star. His physical stats have dropped. I'm not really too sure why, but his technicals have gone up really nicely. And he is now rated 80 overall at 17 years of age. So he's definitely going to be a very, very good player for the future. Kurt Zuma's up one. Marco van Ginkel is up one as well. But I'm going to, or I'm trying to move him on in the upcoming January transfer window, as well as Cesc Fabregas. So we'll look tomorrow to have a transfer targets episode where I'll lay out a few of the players that I personally believe that I want to have a look at, and then obviously you guys can add your suggestions to that as well, and we'll take that forward into the transfer window itself from Thursday onwards. We are still top of the table though by 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Could have been by 5 had we been able to get the victory against Villa, and that would have kept Villa in the relegation zone, but luckily for them that point means they're above Fulham, but Fulham do have a game in hand, although their goal difference is inferior to the two teams above them, but they should be able to, if they win, they'll go above those. And then Manchester United in 15th, I've just noticed. What is that all about? After 19 games played, they can move up just the one spot to 14th if they win as well. It's mental. What are Man United doing down in 15th? They've lost 7 games of their 19 so far. That's very, very strange. But anyway, that's going to bring today's episode to a close, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Of course, drop the video a like if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll be streaming some Football Manager tonight over on twitch.tv/Chesnoy Gaming. As always, feel free to follow the link in the description to follow the Twitch channel. Follow me on Twitter as well. There's always a link in the description to all of my social media links, whether it be Twitch for my streams, Twitter for Twitter, Instagram for pictures, or Facebook so that you can add me over there. It's actually an add a friend. It's a genuine account, so you add Chesnoy Gaming as a friend rather than just liking a fan page. So that's how things have worked on Facebook for me. I've got almost 1,000 friends over there. We've got closing in on 6,500 followers on Twitter, closing in on 2,000 followers on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on any of those, then definitely do so. Like I say, all links are down below, as well as a link to my sponsor G2A if you need yourself any Xbox or PlayStation codes or PC games. There's a midweek sale going on today as well, from today till Thursday, so definitely check those out if you want to get some extra games or some extra Xbox, PlayStation codes at even cheaper prices. But yeah, I'm waffling now. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.